Monday Night Football. Both games are coming off victories. The Pats traveled to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. The Bills are favored by 3 points in this game. The Bills had a good game against the Saints. They won 31-6 last week. But I like their offense. And you got to like Josh Allen. I know I talk about the quarterbacks all the time. He can't do it all himself. He needs a little help. He's got some help at the wide receiver position, but he needs the offensive line to play better, and they need to run the ball. It can't be just Josh Allen all the time. The defense is their first in total defense, but they lost one of their best players. Their cornerback, Tre'Davious White, he's out with an ACL injury. That's going to hurt their defense, which has really carried this football team as of late. They need to get back on the winning track, and I think they have a chance in this game, but I like what the Patriots have done. Everybody talks about Mac Jones as a rookie, talking about he's completed 70% of his passes. Very impressive it has. But nobody really talks about Josh McDaniel, the offensive coordinator, which each and every week he gives him a little bit more on his plate, a little bit more on his plate, a little bit more on his plate. And Mac Jones has been able to take that and put it on the football field and move the chains. Yes, they're not a big explosive football team, but if you look at the last 6 games that they've won, they've outscored their opponents 148 points. That's not keeping games close. That's winning by multiple touchdowns every single game. And they had 13 plus in the turnover ratio during that 16-game stretch, that 6-game win stretch. That is huge. That's first in the NFL. Looking at the way both these teams are playing, I look at the Pats. They're just getting better each and every week. I think it's going to be a dogfight. They're going to play this team again in the next month. But I like the Patriots winning this game outright. It's not going to be a big scoring game. I like the Patriots winning this game 24-20.
Well, it's a good choice, Mark. But remember, the game is played at Buffalo, and that's hard to play on the road here. And because of that, when I look at the Bills, they're 50% on third down, Mark. You can't do that on offense and be very consistent. On offense, they're averaging 5.9 yards per play to 4.6 yards for the opponent. I mean, that is decisive. They're a very solid football team. They've thrown 11 interceptions, but they've gotten 17. They're +9 in turnovers. You don't have to look far to see why in the world they're winning, because they do the good, solid thing. When I look at Josh Allen, 3,071 yards, 25 touchdowns, only 10 interceptions. You look at Diggs. Here is a receiver that they're going to have trouble covering. And when you look at you find the liabilities in every football team, Mark. But the Pats are not as good as everybody thinks, at least statistics-wise. Yeah, there's very seldom penalties. They're good on third down on both offense and defense. They're not very good on rushing defense. Sacks, they have given up 30, and they have 24 by the opponent. You look at, they have thrown 8 interceptions, but they've got 19. They scored 3 times on defense. When you look at them, Matt Jones, yeah, very good, 16 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. They don't have great receivers, etc. But I think that when you look at this football game and you look at it statistically, the Pats are not an overwhelming football team when you look at stats, because they aren't that good on defense. They aren't that explosive on offense. I agree with you about Josh McDaniel. He does an awful lot of good things, but it isn't going to be enough. I look for the Bills to win this football game, 29, Pats 28, and you can rest assured of one thing. You know where I'll be next Monday night. I'm not sure what city, but I can tell you it'll be in front of a TV watching Monday Night Football.
Don't forget the X Factor, Bill Belichick.
Yeah, you're right.